Hey Earth Angels, thanks for stopping by Born of the Rose. Welcome to your Lunar Eclipse update tarot card reading. Well, that was really paused. So apparently Mercury is not in retrograde yet. However, it's totally getting me. At least my communication is having some technical difficulties. Yeah. I was even working on my throat chakra today. I was toning and trying to do all the things that I do to keep my system flowing well. And yeah, I'm still struggling, like right down to the electronics, um, to the words coming out of my mouth. Struggling with them. So, there. Anyway, this lunar eclipse that we're having is the moon is in the sign of Libra and the sun is in the sign of Aries. These are, I'm not going to call them opposing, but they're like the mirrored twins, opposites of each other. Aries is the self, the very action oriented. You can almost see it as the id when you're looking at Freud's id, ego, superego. As where Libra would be more the superego. It's trying to balance everything. Libra wants balanced connection. Aries is like, well, it's good for me, it's good for everyone. Like, no, that's not necessarily the case. I'm an Aries sun, so if you're an Aries and you're watching this video and you're like, hey man, you're bagging on us, I'm bagging on us. Okay. There's a phase in my life when I absolutely was that way. My rising sign's Libra, Scorpio cusp. It falls right on the line. So I actually now, there's a phase where people would have said, no, that guy's a Scorpio all day long. And now I seem to come across more Libra. Different phases, different parts of the timeline, different parts of my soul's path, my own soul evolution. So the reason why I'm mentioning me, because I'm an Aries. And you should take that into your consideration for yourself. So it'll be similar for you. Like, we all actually can be any one of the signs at any given time. It's not just what our star charts or natal chart says. We embody different elements at different times of our lives, different times of our days. So that's just one way of looking at it. All right, so anyway, a lunar eclipse is going to bring up shadow stuff that we still haven't worked out within ourselves, and it'll have to do with the sign that the moon is in, so Libra. So this could be, and since it's in the sun's in Aries, this could have to do with conflict within yourself between you versus other, or could have to do with places where balance is not being achieved, or from either yourself overgiving or other people not giving enough. And how is that actually your fault? Well, are you accepting the less? Are you speaking up for what you actually want, or are you just taking what's being given to you? Those kinds of things. So in this reading, I want to do a 7-card spread. We're going to look at the 7 chakras, from root chakra to crown, and then with this particular spread, we get a pot of gold card, if you will. What will be the outcome from us working through these things within ourselves through this, in this time? And I'm hoping, and what I'm looking for from this reading from Spirit, is what are the energies that are going to be hitting us in these places. And then I have a couple other decks here since I'm doing this from my home. I actually have all my tarot decks with me, so we can also clarify some of these cards if something doesn't seem crystal clear to us. Right on. Well, Earth Angels, thanks for being here with me for this. I'm glad to have you here in my home. And let's get into this. I've already meditated and done all that part of things. Set my intentions to Spirit, called in my guides and ancestors, Please connect us with the energy of our Earth Angel Collective. We have a nice little storm happening here right now. Nice spring storm. We had little Dippin' Dot sized hail coming down. So the kind that's not really going to do too much damage. Might affect some early plants. But we're still too early in the season to have planted our gardens yet, so just more moisture in a white form. We can get some pretty crazy hailstorms here in the Front Range, do some real damage. Take out windows, punch through roofs, get, fist-sized hails. That's some real hail, you know what I mean? Just saying. Oh, hail. Wow, I gotta stop doing that stuff. Anyway, Spirit, what messages do we have for the Earth Angels for this lunar eclipse? What are the energies that our Earth Angels are going to be experiencing? Let's look at it through the rainbow spread. Give me 8 cards, Spirit. I want 8 cards. Going from root chakra through the crown. And what's that pot of gold? We're getting it all down. Come on, Spirit, talk to us. What we got? Let me know when the deck's right, when the pot's right. This is my second time recording this. First time I didn't have Do Not Disturb turned on my phone. And right at conclusion, my daughter just kept calling because she wanted her answer right then. For something that doesn't matter until about 8 o'clock tonight. And it was about 4 o'clock when that happened. So, we got to address something about self and balance. And I got to look up where I still struggle with anger. Because I got flustered from that. It was a good reading. And I don't edit these videos. I like to shoot them once and then cut them and post them. Granted, I could have finished the ending of it, the conclusion of that video, and saved it, but I was being very stubborn. So I'm just going to record the entire thing again. Okay, Spirit. What do we have here? Starting to feel right to me. Okay. That actually does feel right. Thank you, Spirit. In the unseen energy, we have the High Priestess. There's a High Priestess around, not showing herself. In the root of the situation, we have 6 of Cups. Nostalgia, someone from the past, connecting with people from our past, people that we have warm feelings for. That's a grounded energy. That's our root chakra. So in our root chakra and our groundedness, we have fond memories with people from our past. It could be family, childhood friends, that sort of a thing. In the sacral chakra, in our lower dantian, in our creative powerhouse, our feelings, we have 7 of Cups. We have options. Some of these options are illusions. And this particular card is asking us to stop fantasizing about it and just do it and get things going. So in having that in our sacral, in our creation, in our and in the womb, whether you're male or female, whether you're female or male, that's the creation center for us. That's where we manifest from our sexual energies. So this is saying we've been dreaming enough about what our desires are. Time to actually call it into reality. And we're going 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, so we're getting a progression here. Now we're moving up to the solar plexus, our sense of self, our esteem. What is to be esteemed here? The Knight of Cups, more cups. This is all emotional based. Very watery feelings. So our esteem is the Knight of Cups, rather romantic being, good-looking, compassionate, empathetic, very romantic, definitely head over heart, can totally get caught up by their emotions and get carried away with them. Yeah. And this is in our esteem center, in our ego space, so feeling saucy, if you will, around our feelings. And in our heart center, we have judgment. Judgment, a resurrection of something from the past to be looked at again and to receive divine judgment. And it's a resurrection. It's the angel is over those people in the car below were in a crash. So the angel's rising them up from the dead for review. And that's definitely very lunar eclipse stuff. Dredging up stuff from the past to be looked at again. And it's in the heart center. So this is something that we're going to want to, there's going to be something coming up that we're going to want to look at again. And it's probably from our past. And it probably has to do with options. And probably from a place where we were very much in our emotions and being guided by our emotions. Now the message, now we're going to the throat chakra. This is what needs to be communicated. This is the 10 of Cups. Holy Cupsville, people. This is all emotion based. This is about, the 10 of Cups is, you have a couple sitting on the park bench with the bells ringing over their head. The sun is shining down upon them, and man, are they in love. This is a pure agape love. Eros plus, soul bond love. And this is what needs to be communicated. A truth around love. Now moving into the third eye. We have temperance. This is the energy that is wanting us to perceive it. What needs to be perceived, sensed, if you will. This is more than just our thoughts. This is like a true sensing of temperance, balancing of the head and the heart. This is the first I've seen of in this spread. The water is in the card too. The angel has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the land. And it's balancing water between its two cups. I'm saying it, they, I should use they, because the angels are neither male nor female. They are androgynous. They are both. They are neither. They're angels. Anyway, that particular angel, again, has the sun on top of their head. So there's illumination here, coming to your third eye, about temperance, which is, again, that's very Libran type energy. Though I believe they say temperance is a card of Sagittarius, probably because of the number on the card or something. But judgment definitely is a card of Libra, and that's in the heart. And temperance is about balance, which is very Libran type energy. Now we're moving to the crown. This is what spirit, what source is trying to give us, what we should be opening to, and it's the sun card. Happiest card in the deck, and that's total illumination. Illuminating the truth, illuminating, it's the life-giving rays of the sun. Without that beautiful burning ball in the sky, we all would die. We need that. That's where our life source comes from. Or so we believe. Could be totally wrong. Could be dark matter that life comes from, and we're missing the point. Because our senses are actually designed to filter more out than they take in. So there's actually more of reality out there than we filter more of it out than we actually take in of it. So just remember that when you're believing that we know everything. And the pot of gold for working through all of this is the moon. So we have the sun and the moon, both luminaries on the board. And that moon coming in as the pot of gold, I'm seeing that as clarity for what's been hidden. The gift of the moon is us learning through what we needed to learn. Wow, this reading was so straightforward. And I'm actually glad I re-recorded it, because the last one, I was getting ready to grab another deck and just start going through clarifying each card, because especially the pot of gold, like a whole bunch of the cards like this, I wasn't seeing it, but this is really straightforward to me. Yeah, so within our root chakra, within our foundation, things from our past, with people that we cared about. This could be family, very close friends. And within illusions, there's all emotions. It's very emotional based. And that makes sense for the lower chakras. That's where they can get triggered easily. So that's what the moon's going to be bringing up for us through this lunar eclipse. And it looks pretty good. Spirit, there are feathered friends, divine messages from our feathered messengers. Do we have any messages to help the earth angels through this? Oriole energy. A new creative venture is on the horizons. See it as a positive change. So the Oriole is telling us that there's a new creative adventure or venture coming up for us through this. So with the change that's coming, try to view it from a positive perspective. Interesting. Anyway, Earth Angels, that's what I have for us for this reading, for this lunar eclipse. I hope this reading finds you well and healthy. And if you liked it, thumbs it up, please. And drop some comments down below if something in this resonates for you. And if this is where we part ways, I'm wishing you a wonderful lunar eclipse and a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by, my friends. From my heart to yours, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you peace. Cheers.